Right, so after you have finished your entrance ticket, you guys are going to go through this, and we have a few examples. So we're still graphing linear equations, but now it might not be in slope-intercept form, which is our y equals mx plus b. Okay, so number one says a scuba diver dives to 180 feet below sea level. The linear equation negative 60x plus 2y equals negative 360 represents the scuba diver's trip back to the surface. The variable y is their elevation in feet relative to sea level after x minutes. Rewrite the equation to slope-intercept form. Okay, so we have this negative 60x plus 2y equals negative 360. So we're going to use some skills that we used in 7th grade to help us get to slope-intercept form. So we have our slope-intercept form right here, and we notice that y is isolated. So I need to do everything around y to get it isolated. And we can start by isolating this 2y and add 60x to both sides. But I can't combine that with negative 360 because they aren't like terms. Okay, so I have 2y left over on the left, and I have negative 360 plus 60x. Okay, now to isolate y, I'm multiplying by 2, so I need to divide by 2 to every term. So now I need to divide this one by 2 and this one by 2. And I crossed this one out because 2 divided by 2 is just 1, so I'm left with y. I have negative 360 divided by 2. So we can put that into our calculator. And we get negative 180 plus 60x divided by 2 is 30x. Now you might be saying, Miss Garza, but that's not in slope-intercept form. It's not y equals mx plus b. We can just rewrite it so that these are in the correct order. Okay, so our solution is y equals 30x minus 180. So now what I want you to do with that is I want you to tell me what the slope is and what the y-intercept is. Oops. So take some time to do that, okay? All right, so number 2, same thing. It says graph the linear equation negative 150x plus 3y minus 300 equals 0. So we need to get this into slope-intercept form first. So I have negative 150x plus 3y minus 300 equals 0. Now remember, we want to get y all by itself. So first I need to move over the x values and just the constants. So if this is negative, when I move it over to the other side, it will be positive because I'm going to add 150x and I'm going to add 300. And I also have to do it on this side. So I'm left with 3y on the left, and 150x plus 300 on the right. Then I divide by 3, and I have to divide each term by 3, and I'm left with y equals 50x plus 100. So my slope-intercept form is y equals 50x plus 100. Okay, and remember my y-intercept is right here, and my slope is here. So now I want you guys to take that information and put it on the graph right here. So your job is to take this line and graph it. All right, and then number 3 says, Kiera said the line with the equation 28x minus 1/2 y equals negative 20 has a slope of 28. What mistake did Kiera make? All right, this is your guys' time to work together as a group, okay? And try and figure out what her mistake is. We know she's wrong. It says that there is a mistake. So you guys need to go through, find the slope-intercept form, tell me what the y-intercept is, and tell me what the slope is. Okay? Your practice today is another digital practice of graphing a linear equation in any form. Some of these you will see that we are going to have to plug in some values. So it'll tell you, like, when x is 0, what is y? So you want to plug in 0 for x and solve for y instead of turning it into slope-intercept form. But for the most part, you can turn them into slope-intercept form and find out what the missing information is. If you have any questions, please feel free to put it into Canvas. I will be back on campus later today, so you can come up and ask questions or ask Ms. Torres or Mr. Corrigan, whoever you're with, if you can come by and get some clarifying questions at that point. Okay?